Welcome back, rascals, to another episode of WNN, your source for the music and music production news. We have some great stories today. Apparently, Madonna hates handicapped people, Kanye West has a god complex, water is wet, and Pioneer has released a new computer or something. All right, now this is the kind of stuff I look forward to on WNN. You may say, Weaver, that's pretty fucked up, all right? Or you're probably not saying that yet, but you might say that in a minute here. And, you know, I kind of like when embarrassing things happen to celebrities. So Madonna apparently accidentally called out someone in a wheelchair for sitting at her concert, and there's footage of it.
Take this ride with me. What are you doing sitting down over there?
Madonna, the person next to you is sitting down. Granted, he does seem to have his leg up.
What are you doing sitting down?
Yeah, you piece of shit. Stand up. Is there something wrong with you?
Okay.
This is what happens when you get older. Sometimes you can't see as well. Sometimes you can't see that the person sitting is in a wheelchair.
Politically incorrect. Sorry about that. I'm glad you're here.
Very politically incorrect. They're going to kill you on the Twitter for this, Madonna. In fact, they have. Guy next to her still sitting, by the way. Oh, they're coming for their revenge, Madonna. Get out of here. You gotta imagine, it's really hard to go back to doing your show after that embarrassing moment, right? I'm trying to think how funny it would be if, like, Kanye did that. I feel like he wouldn't be so easy to, like, take the blame for it. Like, he'd probably be like, well, why the did you come here? If you're ever playing a show or singing, rapping, whatever, don't call out the audience like that, especially if you don't know for sure. I mean, you shouldn't do it to begin with because it comes off as, like, arrogant. It kind of seems like you're demanding their full attention after they paid money to see you. Like, you're demanding more than just the money, which they probably paid a lot for, by the way. By my estimate here, this handicapped person probably paid $1,700 to $400, if I had to guess, for the chance to be called out by Madonna. So on one hand, it's really cringe for this whole thing that have taken place, but it's also really cringe to, like, put a pitchfork to her for that. Like, it's a mistake. I wouldn't cancel or kill her or anything of the sort, or make her like the audience member. We're gonna beat your legs till they don't work no more. I'm in the mafia. Like, you should feel grateful that people are willing to pay that much to see you. I mean, I think once you're at that level where you've been doing it for that long, you probably kind of, it just feels normal to you. Like, you don't even think about it probably. Got some news for you hardware snobs. The Electron Digitact apparently is no longer in production. So weirdly, we're actually getting this news from Reddit. I know what you're going to say already. But it seems to actually be legit, as it references an email from Tommen where they state that it is no longer in production. So apparently somebody ordered it and they got this email in response. Good afternoon, thank you for your order. Unfortunately, we have been informed by our supplier that the Electron Digitact is no longer in production and cannot be offered. Then they suggest speaking to a specialist to get an alternative, whatever. As you can see, you can no longer get it on Tommen, as well as their official website. You can still buy it from other retail websites, but these are most likely just the ones left over. There's a lot of speculation that there's going to be a new version coming probably this year, maybe next year, hopefully with more than 1 or 2 changes. In our next story, we're going to talk about how Kanye West misspoke. Once again, that is true. When does he not misspeak? For the most part, it seemed pretty coherent in this interview here with Ty Dolla $ign on Big Boy TV. Great name, by the way. I know his name is Big Boy, but Big Boy TV it's good. It's good. I like that. And Kanye West is quoted as saying he invented every style of music in the past 20 years. Roll the clip.
Apple, you know, I ain't never met with Tim Cook. They always send Larry Jackson or Eddie Q or Ebro to come talk to you and so. And I'm like, bro, I'm Steve. How I ain't gonna meet with?
Honestly, they're probably scared of him. He's unpredictable, man.
I'm the new Steve. How I'm not gonna meet with Tim Cook? You was employed to Steve. I'm Steve. So, and of this music game, I am, but not under Lucian. You're saying I invented every style of music of the past 20 years.
So this is the part people took issue with. I personally think he just misspoke. I mean, maybe he really thinks he created every style of music in the past 20 years, but I could just pull up some right here. I mean, this is just off the top of my head, and I've just pulled up Wikipedia's for them to double check real quick. This is not like heavily researched or anything. Okay, Witch House, 2007. Chillwave, late 2000s. Funk, early 2010s. Hyperpop, he may have had some slight influence on hyperpop. It's hard to really pinpoint in the sense of use of distortion and auto-tune. And then Vaporwave, early 2010s. Continuing on here, I think he kind of clarifies what he means a bit.
I created weekend genre, Trav, Drake.
Well, Drake just steals everyone's style, so.
But I'm going ahead and say, with all love, Future and Thug also, because the Auto-Tune album. 808s, if you think about it, no one think about it. Everybody think about Trav Weekend and Drake, but no one thinks.
Now, obviously, T-Pain had done Auto-Tune before that, but, you know, it was in a different way for sure. So, I don't know. The Auto-Tune thing is a little questionable, but style, yeah, definitely a large influence, especially if you're citing 808s and Heartbreaks.
Now, everyone, they added what it was to it, but here's a new genre. It's called making your own money genre. And this music is called, like, take that middleman out, because they ain't giving us money, they giving us acknowledgement.
I mean, the rest of the interview is pretty tame. I kind of skipped through it a bit. Nothing too crazy. I could see why people specifically cited this part of it. In our next story, Alpha Theta, formerly known as Pioneer, has released their first mixer since the name change. And believe it or not, it's a rotary mixer. Very odd stuff. It is named EUPHONIA. It is a 4-channel rotary mixer that will give you euphoric harmonies. Now, I'm not going to show the price to you yet because I want to blow your socks off. It's not going to be fun if I just show it to you right away. It'll be a lot more fun if I reveal it at the end. So they claim it'll give you digital clarity and analog richness. It uses high-quality 32-bit AD/DA converters as well as 96 kilohertz 64-bit floating point mixing processing operations in the DSP. And then the sound passes through a transformer circuit that was co-designed by Alpha Theta as well as Rupert Neve Designs. So if you're already wondering what the prices are going to be, take your guesses. I'm just imagining all this putting into making it sound good, yet people are still going to be redlining and using MP3 rips and doing mixes out of sync. When you touch the faders on the EUPHONIA, you won't want to let go. Powerful stuff there. After extensive testing, the perfect knob sizes were chosen. I personally just want to know how they determined that. This is good. I like how they have the guy with the fishnet sleeves operating this mixer. I feel like the guy with the fishnet sleeves is not going to be the guy using this mixer. So it works with both Serato as well as Rekordbox. Are you guys ready to guess the price? It is $3,799. Like I said, people are still going to be using MP3 SoundCloud rips. I wonder how many of these are selling. You're going to have to be a pretty high tier DJ to want to invest in this. If you enjoyed this episode of WNN, press the like button and subscribe if you're new. I post videos like this almost daily. If you press the like button on this video and give me $500, I will teach you how to make $500. If you want to support what I do on this channel, consider joining my Patreon or becoming a channel member. For as low as $5 a month, you get access to exclusive content and other goodies. And most importantly, it keeps me from having to shill Unison audio products or courses like those other poor bastards. See you next time.
Bang Incorporated.